Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be reviewing the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation products. So in this case the foundation, the primer and the brush that she just released. I was very excited to film this video, not only because I love trying out new makeup products, but I am a huge Huda Beauty fan. The fact that, you know, she also lives in Dubai, which is where I come from, is amazing. But also the fact that, you know, I have a huge collection of her liquid lipsticks and lip strobes as well. So I was extremely excited to try out her new products. But if you want to see my thoughts on the products, then keep on watching. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I thought the lighting for this video would be terrible because it is completely gloomy and cloudy, but I mean, looking into the viewfinder, it looks okay. So anyway, jumping into this video, I have my bag of goodies right here, which is what I will be using in this video. So to start off with, I have the foundation brush. Okay, so this is the brush. I'm not sure whether it's gonna focus or not, but it does have a flat top right there that does come down a little bit at an angle, and the sides as well, they come out diagonally. And I also have the foundation, and I'm in the shade Amaretti, I think. And of course we have the primer. Okay, so I'll just pump a little bit of that. There we go. Ooh, I think I put too much. Okay. Ooh, okay. Now, from the get-go, it is definitely thick. It just, wow, the smell hits you. I wouldn't recommend putting a lot of this onto your face like I just did, as I feel like my face is completely oily and greasy now, but I'm just gonna assume it's because I put a lot. But it does the job of making my skin tacky, so far so good. So this is what the foundation bottle looks like. It comes in a clear plastic bottle case, I guess. And it does come with a pump, which is good. Ooh, okay. Let's see if I can use one pump all over my face. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the foundation does blend really easily. I'm still not sure how I feel about this brush. Okay, let's just take some more on down my neck. So far so good in terms of the shade. I heard that it does oxidize quite a bit, so I'm glad I went with this shade. In terms of foundation though, it does blend really nicely. You don't have to go quick with it in comparison to the Fenty Beauty. So you can take your time working this foundation into your skin. Just looking into my mirror, I can see that it's doing a good job of covering my acne scars. Like, you can still see a bit of texturing, which is, you know, natural, I guess. But it's doing a really good job of covering up that hyperpigmentation, which I am really impressed by. Now I'm just going to do the rest of my face. Going back to my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard. Just gonna pop that under my eyes. And just buff that in with a beauty blender. And just taking some Kat Von D setting powder. And just popping that under my eyes to set the concealer. and of course on my nose. And to set the rest of the face, using my Rimmel Stay Matte powder and the Spectrum A01 brush. Now taking my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, I'm gonna use the Morphe E59 brush to make my face, of course, look less 2D. Now just taking some blush, as my face still doesn't look lifelike yet. This is the NARS Orgasm, and I'll be using a Morphe E34 brush to apply this. And for the lips, I'm just going to be taking the OFRA liquid lipstick in the shade Pasadena. Okay, so first of all, I need to get my lips exfoliated. Second of all, in terms of the foundation, for one thing, it did blend beautifully into the skin, and it was really easy to work with. You don't have to work quickly with this foundation, unlike the Fenty Beauty foundation, which will pretty much stick to your skin if you don't work into it really quickly. Another thing I noticed is that it did feel a little bit like my Too Faced foundation. It felt a little bit creamy, and in that it felt a little bit thick and not too liquidy or runny, if that makes sense. Also, it looks beautiful. Like, I'm really happy with the shade. Be warned though that it does oxidize a little bit, so I've heard. I also noticed at first that as I was applying the foundation on, it did feel a little bit drying. Like, I definitely noticed the foundation was there, but maybe it's just the setting process. I'm not too sure. I mean, it feels a little bit better now, like the more I've worn it and the more I've gotten used to it. But I just wanted to test the coverage of the foundation, because I have seen Huda show the coverage on her Snapchat, so I just wanted to check that out. So just taking the foundation brush and just, you know, using, ooh, don't focus there, yep, focus here. Using my tattoo as an example, I'm just gonna try and, ooh. I didn't even finish my sentence there, but wow, I am kind of shocked right now. Okay, so this is what my tattoo looks like after 2 small pumps of foundation. Now, you can still see a little bit of the paper airplane there, but in terms of the lines that follow it, not so much. For something that's so high coverage, it doesn't look cakey, and you can do so much with 1 pump on your face, essentially. I mean, I did need a little bit of a pump to blend into my neck, but really, you only need 1 pump, whereas with the Fenty Beauty foundation, I needed 2 pumps at least. This foundation retails for £32. So for £32, you get 35 milliliters of product. And with the Fenty Beauty foundation, it retails for £26, I believe. I could be wrong. I think it's £26 at Harvey Nichols at least. And you get 32 milliliters of product. So if you are on a bit of a budget but still want to get that high coverage foundation, and of course a foundation that matches more to your skin tone and your undertone, then I would suggest going maybe for the Fenty Beauty foundation instead. And the primer does cost a whopping £27, and the brush retails for £22. So I definitely do think that there are cheaper alternatives to these products, but if you have the money, then I would say go for it. But otherwise, you might want to look elsewhere. In terms of the foundation brush, I'm still not sure how I feel about it. It is very dense, as you can see. I guess it's to ensure the high coverage of the foundation, but it does feel really awkward and it does feel a bit rough working that onto your face. But I like how the top does slope down a little bit so that it can press to sides of the face and allow the foundation to apply easily. I'm sorry, this video is really all over the place. But yeah, I'm really happy with this foundation overall, and I know I'll definitely be using it a lot in the future now. All in all, I'm satisfied with the foundation, the brush, and the primer. Not to say that they don't have any faults, because they do. But in terms of the price, if you do want to, you know, treat yourself, then go ahead and get these products. But if you are on a tight budget and if you want to buy something a little bit cheaper, then maybe I wouldn't recommend these products. Okay, apologies for the lighting, but I just wanted to film this really quickly. It is now, okay, so it's now 8:54. Yep. Yeah, wow, focus. And so it's been around 6-7 hours since I last filmed / put on this foundation on my face. But I have noticed that the oiliness is starting to come through on my nose. But the foundation isn't melting. I have found at times with other foundations that it'll look like it's melting off, but so far it's doing a good job of just sticking on there. I mean, maybe if I just slapped on some powder on my nose, I'll be good to go. But yeah, I just wanted to put this in real quick. And also, in terms of my forehead, I mean, the oil control is doing fine and my foundation doesn't look shiny there as well, so it's good for oily skin, I guess. But that is the end of this video. I really hope you took some information from this first impressions / review. That was like a little dab there just then. But yeah, if you want to see more from me in the future, please feel free to subscribe and like and comment if you want to suggest more videos that I can do maybe. And I will see you soon in my next video.